There was no doubt that this young girl, whom I remembered as Piccareta, was the same one that I had always looked for and missed the woman in my life. She was the first infatuation of my childhood, the joyful emergence of my youth, and the ideal love of my life. For sure, my memory could not sustain the passage of years. The physical features were no longer clear. However, deep inside me, I kept indelible the image of my first love, as an archetype to which every woman I loved should conform. Afterwards, I was startled to know the real reason, to clarify a memory, to return to almost relive it. It seemed to me a fascinating experience. Of course, I couldn't suspect the marvelous experience awaiting me in this extraordinary interview. I was only deploring that this was happening at the end of life. What a joy reviving the most pleasant memory of innocent love in all my existence. Soon my joy turned to anxiety. Couldn't it just be my imagination? After all, who really is this beautiful woman? Because it is most clear that two persons, although quite similar, are involved. They can't be the same, since one is more than 45 years older than the other. I suppose, I questioned, that you are the granddaughter of that beautiful girl I met at the Campos's home. Isn't that true? No, I am the same girl that sang to you in your childhood. This is impossible, I said to myself. Probably I'm sick and dreaming a beautiful dream. Being in such a situation, wouldn't it be better to continue the dream instead of ruining it with my persistent doubts? It is preferable to foster this fascinating illusion. I will wake up and then I will forget this prodigy. However, how is it that my memory became clear? Probably it is part of the development of this dream, and in that case, there would be no clarification of the memory. Or it could be in the siesta that my declining memory of an old man could conjure in my fantasy the old original image. I was in the middle of this reflection when she insisted, I assure you that you are not dreaming. I am the same woman you remember. Her tone of voice was convincing, and something influenced me to believe her. At that moment, I couldn't explain how she could know my thoughts. I learned afterwards. Now I am the insane one, I told her, because I don't understand anything. Don't worry, I am going to explain everything to you if you promise to calm down. Stay calm. If you don't, I'll have to go. No, not that. Pardon me. Please explain everything, I clamored. I never asked the name of the young lady of my childhood memory. It would have brought me ridicule, recriminations, and all sorts of healthy advice. I understood intuitively that I had to keep my first love a secret. In those days, it would have been sacrilegious for a child of 8 to openly declare he was in love. You have asked the Most High for many years, she reminded me, that during your mortal life, He would give you knowledge about the future life. Isn't this true? That is right. I have asked him for more than 20 years. But then, you mean to tell me that I am dead? This means that. Calm down, please, she interrupted me. You are not dead yet, and I have come to tell you something about eternal life. I am having this interview with you to increase your humility, to create in you a deep yearning for a future life, to serve as an incentive to perform authentic Christian charity, and to give you a better understanding of the love God has for you. I believed I was dead, and I did not know it. How serious the passage to death must be when the mere suspicion of having passed completely fills you with so much panic. I have not come to upset you, she reiterated, but to bring you peace. The Lord, through me, will help you transform some of the truths which faith has taught you into profound, deep, and operational convictions. You know some of these truths superficially. You believe them and practice them sincerely, but you have not practiced them well. It is because you are dazzled by current scientific progress, she added, and simultaneously, it seems to you that what religion teaches is antiquated and unsubstantiated. However, science and faith have the same divine origin. There is no, nor can there ever be, any contradiction between them. I have come to clarify, therefore, how to admirably harmonize the divine word with some actual and current scientific postulates. From the viewpoint of man, no mysteries exist in the physical world that do not define still other deeper and transcendent mysteries. I understand that if you are a great enigma to yourself, it is logical that you will have difficulty with the celestial concepts I am going to explain to you, because you are going to be both actor and spectator. You are part of the world that today you are going to explore. You must eagerly cooperate. But remember that man acts not so much from the evidence of the truth he knows, but from the convictions he loves. On the other hand, she continued, the divine pedagogy is slow. It goes in accordance with human littleness, and it is progressive because it depends, to some extent, on man's cultural perfection, obtained by his own efforts with the help of the Most High. My fear was somewhat alleviated, not so much by her reflections, but by her enchanting beauty. In the process of forming your profound and operational convictions, continued the beautiful girl, I will be just a poor and weak instrument of the most powerful, who, it should be said, does not wish to coerce you, but respects your moral freedom, which he himself gave you. Therefore, if you prefer, I will go immediately without anyone being bothered. Do you want me to go? No, no, please stay. Pardon my confusion. Please continue.